has gone down.
Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise, man.
What's
Dolly
up,
was
Dolla?
What's up, everybody?
Can you hear us, man?
Yeah, I can hear y'all, man. I'm just doing a silent protest
The silent
I'm
protest.
good.
for all
I'm
my.
Sorry,
glad.
We will not let the switch die. We're not
I
gonna
was
let it
just
die.
there.
Okay?
I'm with you.
We're not gonna let it die. I don't care where Cris Carter want to put it. Everybody
Oh
else
my
want to put it.
God,
Not
man!
gonna
I
let it
saw
die.
You
y'all.
are wrong.
I saw y'all post.
You are wrong.
I thought who were you talking to about that today? Some of my boys at work, they hadn't seen that. They hadn't heard
Wrong.
Chris Carter go off on his mom, man. It was like,
Mama, you
what?
was
I was like,
wrong.
Yeah, man.
she was
Yeah,
wrong.
man.
I was like, did she strap him up to a car battery or something? What she
I'm
do to
telling
that
you.
dude?
I'm telling you.
Mama, you
Oh
was
my
wrong.
goodness, man. Killing me, dude.
Killing me, man.
Mama, you the best thing that ever happened to me. That's why I'm in the Hall of Fame. But you were wrong.
But you were wrong.
You were wrong.
You were wrong.
I told you, man. Chris off the chain now, boy.
Man. That's gonna make for a real interesting Thanksgiving at that house.
Oh
There
yeah.
ain't gonna be no interesting Thanksgiving. She, we talking about? He gonna think she gonna wait to Thanksgiving? She probably on that butt right now. Like, what the hell was wrong with you? Don't put me out there. Even if she was wrong, don't put me out there like that.
National TV.
That's my point. That's my point. Just embarrassing.
Tell your mama out, man.
There's your mama,
He sold
man.
his mama. He sold his mama out. I just thought about that, man. He sold his mama out.
Watch
I was like, what did she do to him? Now I want to know. I wouldn't have cared otherwise. But you got a grown man looking like he about to cry, talking about, Mama was wrong, wrong, yelling at the camera, wrong.
Oh yeah.
I said, what she do to you?
I don't know if y'all had opportunity
Hey,
to catch Charles Barkley. He was on Charles Barkley. Did y'all see that on CBS when he was interviewed by Jim Rome?
I couldn't.
No, what's going on?
Yeah, he was interviewed by Jim Rome. So on the interview, Jim Rome is like, listen, wrong is wrong, Charles. And he's like, listen, I had whelps all over my body. He's like, I got whipped as a kid, and I deserved every whooping I got. So I mean, it was just interesting to watch that whole dynamic. They couldn't even have a conversation pretty much because they just couldn't relate to where each other was coming from. So
That's what I'm saying. That was the biggest point I made last week about the whole Ray Rice thing. I'm like, if you don't live and haven't understood that world, I mean, you see it in a general sense, man. People don't get it, man. They just don't. And recognize the fact that you don't get it. Don't sit there and try to go with the flow. It's like, why am I going with the flow? If I don't get it, I don't understand it, I'm not going to pretend I do.
Yeah, Charles said 90% of the parents in his neighborhood would have to go to jail based upon Adrian Peterson in this case.
About 75% of the parents in America would have to go to jail.
Yeah, man.
I mean, let's be real.
Okay, so I won't put it out there right now because I guess I can't relate. Yes.
You better not say Mama P was wrong. That's all I got to say.
No. Because that's exactly the opposite. Not Mama. Daddy P. Daddy
Talk about Mama P.
Daddy P switched me exactly once in my life. And that once was the only time he needed to do that. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, he ain't little. Here's the thing. Just like I guess Charles Barkley or any of the rest of y'all sitting out here, I earned that switching. However, here's where I can't relate. There was no blood. There was no, I guess, maybe there was some welts. I don't remember. My thing was, it was over pretty quick.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to laugh. It's going to be serious. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, exactly. Don't laugh. Because it was over pretty quick. He didn't tie me to a tree. He ain't go Django on me. He ain't go Mandingo. It wasn't no Passion of the Christ marks like that was on them pictures or nothing like that.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, my thing was, ever since Saturday, I've been sitting here wondering, what was this dude doing, man? You know, I mean, how long did he beat on this kid?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you really need to beat on a kid for 45 minutes just to get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, my dad gave me a good 5 seconds, and that was all. Okay, you got it, man.
Yeah. Look, like I said, I'm not going. Like I said, I'm not here to judge if he was right or wrong.
No.
People are acting like the concept of whipping.
Can we talk technique?
It's like, it's like the concept of whipping. It's like, what? Oh my God! I'm like, y'all just love sensationalizing the simple point. If you want to say he went too far, that's up to you. That's your judgment. But don't think you're getting on that man because he whipped his kid, man. That's a slippery slope.
No, kids. At least 2.
At
least 2.
Yeah, man. That's what me and my wife have been talking about. Is people have just taken it to a whole nother level. Like forget the whipping. It's like now, should it be illegal to spank your kids at all? You know, you may need to see a psychologist if you're a parent and you spank your kids, because studies show that they're 40% more likely to commit violent crimes, to abuse their significant other in a relationship, not being able to have good relationships.
It's all related.
It's like, man, I guess that's why my community's all messed up then. Too many ass whippings.
I guess that's it.
But the other 60% that don't, the other 60% that don't get whipped.
Dolla, we ain't got no parents, but we got a whole lot of whippings.
Yeah.
We'll figure that.
Yeah.
Deon, man, what's up, man?
Man.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Big D, what's going on, man?
Dollars bills, the almighty Dolla, Prev in the house, the politician. Cuzzo, what's going on, man?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yo, I'm selling switches $5 for $1.
You know, hey.
Get them while they hot.
I'll tell you something, man. I honestly, I really could care. I could care less, and I don't care who hears it. That's not football. That's not sports. I want to talk sports. I kind of wish sometimes that they would just stay away from stuff like that. You know, nowadays everyone has an opinion. There's too many opinions. Social media reeks. I'm mad because, you know, it's like, dude, who are we to say anything about how that man parent his child or anyone? I really don't care. I don't care. It's not sports. Where's the sports? The season's here.
We don't have sports, man.
Huh?
We don't have sports. We don't have sports anymore.
We got situations.
We got situations.
We got highlight.
And every time something go down, they want the NFL to be the leader in solving the problem. I'm like, how about
they want them to be the leader, and ESPN First Take, they have to be the congressional hearing. You know, what I mean? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I wish they would stop talking about other people's stuff and deal with sports, man. My God.
And then, like I was telling somebody, I was like, y'all want Roger Goodell to go off of this, but y'all ain't want him to go off of other stuff that he probably should be going off of other things. Like, They want him going off of the Ray Rice stuff. I'm like, it should have never gotten to Roger Goodell. Let's just be real about that. Like I was talking about, it should have been settling the courts. Let's start there.
Man,
why are we blaming Roger Goodell to make a decision that he don't know how to make?
It's not even his. See,
it's not his true.
It didn't start with Roger. It didn't start with him. This culture of the NFL
all of this stuff
in
is
the 60s.
It's the culture. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, it's not. It didn't start with him. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man.
Just like whipping your kids didn't start with Adrian Peterson.
No, it didn't. It
It's gonna end with him.
But obviously, they tried to end it with him.
You know, you keep calling for people's jobs and all this stuff. Let me tell you something. This is all I care about. What I know. All right. I'm 0-2 in the fantasy league. I don't care. I really don't care what else is going on in other people's lives about parenting their kids, guys doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. I'm 0-2. And I gotta get this corrected. This is a problem.
Did you have Purple Jesus on your team? Oh no, Prev, you have Who had
That's in my
purple
other league.
Jesus?
That's in my other league. That's in my other league.
Who had Adrian Peterson on their team, man? I forgot.
I hope
It's
somebody
our league,
lost. I
man.
guess I don't know.
I'm sure they did.
I don't know.
Deon, man, I think you put up a hot. Deon, you put up a hot 60 points, man. God, dog, bro. I was
See, that's
like,
the prop. That's when you hear when you said that. Did you hear all the laughter? Did you hear all that? I don't pride myself. I'm not trying to be the laughing stock of anyone.
Tory probably didn't even put a live in this week. Tory probably had hanging out with his wife and kids and looked up and was like, "Oh, I won." You in there stressing about who you gonna put in your lineup and put a hot 60. A hot 60 points.
I got Cam Newton and Tony Romo at quarterback. I'm not expecting a very good season this year. Okay?
Oh, hey, it's
well.
Well,
have you won
Cam
the game yet, Dolla?
Cam did all right. Yeah, he won this week.
Cam did all right.
Yeah,
Good.
he won this week.
I haven't.
I had Jordy Nelson, so I'm happy about that.
Oh.
Even though I got Jordan Cameron who can't play it down.
Why can't I see you guys? I can't see anybody.
We can see you.
We can definitely see you. Hear you.
I'm glad you can because maybe you can see the pain that's on my face from having going on too. It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable.
I told you, man. Fantasy football is luck, man. It's luck more than anything. There's no way in hell, like you said, Prev, that you gonna think Phillip Rivers is gonna do what he did against Seattle.
And make it look easy.
Wow.
And make it look.
That heat tore them up. That heat killed Seattle. They were dying out there, dude. I saw Richard Sherman hands on hips. I don't think I've ever seen that. It was 100 and almost 12
was
degrees.
It 115 or something like that on the field.
You know that game wasn't as close as it needed to be because the red zone wasn't even showing that. You know, the red zone only showed like close games. So I didn't see any of the Seattle Charger game. None of it until the very end. It was like, and the Chargers kneel on the ball. I was like, oh, what? I was like, what?
Victory formation.
I was like, victory formation for the Chargers. I was like,
they look like the Chargers of old. They really did.
They look good, that's for sure. Antonio Gates look good.
Oh, yeah, Gates. Oh, he needs to retire. Oh, he just can't stay on the field. Oh, 3 touchdowns, fools. 3.
Yeah, guess who had him on the bench?
Touchdown.
I did.
That's why you only got 60 points. You drank the Kool-Aid. The media
See,
Kool-Aid.
I don't know if I have them in your league. I don't. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Because
obviously you didn't play somebody you should have played. Because like I said, I was like, dang.
We're going to find out, cuz. We're going to find out right now. Okay, we're going to find that out right now. And Dolla, while you're here too, if you want to trade, let's trade. Prev,
Deon tried to trade players already.
I'll stay out of it, dude. Pete, you
Prev,
wrong.
You're not trying to help me, Prev.
You wrong.
Dean, you are wrong.
I might have to take a cross to see what we can do.
Hey, but let's get to more important things about them Jets.
Geno Jr.
Helping my fantasy league out, helping my money league out by letting Aaron Rodgers go banana on them in the second half.
You know, I never thought I'd see the day where, well, first of all, I knew the whole way the day started for me was a bad omen for these Jets. Right? Because my wife, she signed me up for us to babysit somebody else's kids.
Oh man!
I said, listen, I gotta go see the fight. I gotta go to the sports bar since I'm relegated to watching these Falcons every single week, and that being the only game that comes.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
me too, Dolla. I got the NFC. Any game that the Carolina not playing is the Falcons. You're right.
Yeah,
and then
that's rough.
So I go to sports bar thinking the Jets game's at 1 o'clock. I get there, dudes tell me, nah, that's 4:15. So right then, I knew it was a bad omen. The 4 o'clock game was the Kansas City Chiefs against the Denver Broncos. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, I think Green Bay is closer to me than Denver is. It might be. Or I know New York is closer to me than Denver is. But somehow I got to watch that game for the game.
Yeah.
Just the fact I wasn't able to watch pissed me off. And just upset the whole rhythm of Sunday football.
Yeah.
But then to see my guys jump on them 21-3, and to see the Jets defense, our defense of all things, let these guys back in the game.
Fold like paper. Fold like paper.
Okay, but I'm not. But listen, Geno, he had a bad pick, but I'm proud of Geno the way he's playing. So I think I still think we got a good, solid 9-7, 10-6 coming up this season.
At Dolla, I couldn't front. I had to sip the juice and add Geno to, as my backup quarterback.
There you go. Progress.
I had to do it.
Prev, what are you talking about? I have college
In the cookie league.
Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that too.
Oh yeah, let's talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the.
Can I just tell Dolla one quick thing? Dolla, I hate you. I hate the Jets. You know that. I really do.
You know, but I did. But one thing I did do, I got to watch the Bills this week, so that was good. I'm
going to that. I'm getting into that.
How do you feel about the Bills, Deon? That was your favorite team. Then you had to play against them. How do you feel about the Bills? You can't be playing.
I'm terribly upset.
Rooting for them.
You need to be terribly upset, but see. I'm not terribly upset because I expected it.
Pete has.
I'm mad. No, I'm mad. Let me tell you the difference. I'm mad because I'm a Dolphins fan, but I'm not upset because I expected it. There's a difference.
Pete, I just wanted to tell Dolla I would much rather have watched his game than ours. That's all I want to say.
Well, I had to watch y'all. After RG3 broke his whole ankle and whole left side.
Oh my
God! That dude needs to go home. He needs to go home. Take his money.
Did you see how he broke it though? Why are you jumping in the air, running this way, throwing that way, and you're gonna jump in the air and land on one foot? Yes, your ankle's gonna turn.
I'm sticking a fork in him.
He's done. He's done, Top.
Dude,
he's done.
Why even bring a defense on the field when he just destroys himself?
And they keep saying, well, he's going to be back in 10 weeks.
Who cares?
When he comes back?
Who cares?
Honestly, that's the best thing to happen to the Redskins because I think Cousins is good. And I think he's a good fit for what he's done.
Well, we'll see. I think he's all right. We'll see.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Don't bank on Jacksonville, all of Patton stats against Jacksonville.
But my point was...
Don't do that.
My point was, let's go down the list of names here. Chase Daniel, is it? Colt McCoy.
I see where you're going with this.
Josh Heupel.
Sam Bradford. Vince Young.
Josh Freeman.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say
Brandon Weeden.
Blaine Gabbert.
Brandon Weeden.
I didn't want to say it. I've been trying not to say it for 2 years, and I know injury is circumstantial, but say it with me, people. Just another Big 12.
Hold up, and let's be real about this. Somebody got some Big 12 quarterback roots in their system. Johnny football.
Well,
I go get in the argument
from the SEC.
That's what I'm saying.
The SEC.
But they play in SEC. But
Play the SEC.
That team got Big 12 roots.
I think Griffin is his. I think Griffin is his own worst enemy. It's like how can you be labeled an athlete? And I'm tired of people calling them that when you can't even slide. Like, dude, you're not an athlete.
I'm so in agreement with you, man. I'm sorry. I know I played some baseball in high school, but damn, sliding is not that damn hard. These dudes make sliding look like it is hooked on phonics.
Hey, Jay Cutler slid the other night.
This ain't that hard. It's not
that hard.
And Skip Bayless, I very rarely agree with Skip, but I gotta say he made some sense today. When you look at Robert RG3 play,
he said Robert the Griffin.
When you look at Robert the Griffin play, Robert the Griffin the third play, man.
Peter Griffin's nephew.
It's like he is an athlete going north and south, but east and west. I mean, he just looks like he's just out of place. I mean, it looks so difficult for him,
like a baby giraffe. Yeah,
to avoid. traffic that's coming his way. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. A dude that's this fast that can only run north-south. He can't run east-west at all, or he just destroy his whole body.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen a quarterback that athletic get hurt without getting hit so many times.
Yes.
Think about it. All his injuries, he's not gotten hit.
Not one time.
Haloti not a hit him. It's just his leg happened to be in a place where you couldn't believe why it's there.
Right.
Okay. But here's what Cuzzo was trying to say.
The one that put him out is when he stepped down wrong, and then he slid wrong, and then he later he has the injuries and don't even get hit.
Yeah, Cuzzo, you and I, Prev, and Dolla have seen some quarterbacks get rocked.
Yeah.
Man, Jay Cutler got popped the other night.
That
hurt my chest.
He's been out for the season on that.
Who saw Come On Man last night?
I told you I ain't seen which was going on. What was gonna come on, man?
Then they showed the James Jones highlight with the double fumble.
Yes, that was crazy.
I ain't double fumble.
Dude.
Double fumble. Okay. You want to know how he double fumbled? It's just like I think it was Berman or whoever said James Jones. He used to be great. Now he wears a Raiders uniform.
That's right.
No, he ain't say it like that. He said the Raiders.
This dude, first, and you know what, Prev? He shouldn't have been able to touch the ball anyway because he went out of bounds. And then he was the first person to touch it. Got back in.
The referees don't know.
The referees are like, he's a Raider. Doesn't matter. He's just gonna fumble twice.
Let's talk about Kaepernick. I keep trying to tell Cats he ain't ready, man. I don't care.
He got a rocket for an arm, though, man. My God, I love to watch him.
I know a lot of people got a rocket for them arm, and then last one
said, he threw it hard.
Yeah,
I think he needs to have
Dante Culpepper had one good year for that rocket for an arm. Had that 1 year and then was done after that.
I don't think that's all his fault, man. I think he need to have a conversation.
Thank you, Dolla.
We need to have a one-on-one with Michael Crabtree, and we need to all agree.
Thank you.
You're not a number one receiver. You and
you keep throwing that.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, listen to the Almighty.
Nobody is saying Dolla is wrong, but y'all ain't gonna give Kaepernick no pass because of Michael Crabtree, man.
Listen, I'm watching some of them balls he threw up. He's throwing up jump balls where he think his number one receiver gonna come down with it or stop the DB from getting the ball. And all I see Michael Crabtree do is fall on the ground.
Throw it to the open man, not the jump ball.
Sometimes
wait a minute.
Okay, now they're different than RG3 when they tuck it and go. That's how he got his contract. He didn't get his contract from throwing. He got his contract from running and throwing.
But wait a minute. But Dolla's right. If you look at that play, and they slowed it down, and I listened to him, and they're right. Crabtree saw the safety. He didn't keep it flat. He tried to take it up a little bit. He didn't keep the. He didn't.
You talking about the last play of the game? I'm talking about the picks. You don't.
I ain't worried about the picks. I ain't worried about the picks.
A couple of those picks, Crabtree should do something to try to come up with them balls.
Well, the first pick was just a wild athletic play from arguably the worst safety in all of football. So somehow that man, Cris Carter,
but that man saw the reason why he made the play is because he read his eyes. He didn't look the man off.
He did not look him off. You're right. You are absolutely right.
He only would drop the ball, but he wound up catching it. Give him his credit, but he looked down the damn barrel and saw the ball coming.
But back to
he waited.
Hold on. Back to what I was going to say here. We're sitting here talking about Crabtree's not a number one, yet Kaepernick keeps throwing the Crabtree. Go back to the NFC Championship game.
I agree with that.
Who is the receiver on the other side of the field that doesn't have Richard Sherman covering him? Who is actually the best receiver on the team? But
Bolden.
That's what I say.
But he keeps firing away at Crabtree.
For some reason, they want to make Crabtree that prototype receiver. I don't know.
You want to get Crabtree his money, but Crabtree's not that guy. Let me ask you, Miami fans, this. So we got RG3. He's involved with this Kirk Cousins controversy now. People want
no
RG3 to be well. Where there was one brewing at some point. Now he just made.
I brewed it.
Take my team. And now you got Andrew Luck. He's the second coming of Joe Montana / Dan Marino / anybody.
Except he didn't win last night.
Yeah, exactly. And his team is 0-2, and he only completes 50% of his passes. But that's neither here nor there. What's up with Ryan Tannehill not getting any heat? I don't hear anybody talking about Ryan Tannehill.
Because there's no expectations. They know they reach for. Everybody knows the Dolphins reach for Ryan Tannehill. Me and Deon was on the phone when they picked that man.
I hear these guys talk about Tannehill like he is that guy. Like he's the franchise.
You know what Ryan Tannehill is? No. Another Big 12 quarterback. That's what Ryan Tannehill is.
There you go. He's not even
another big. Remember, he was a quarterback before Johnny.
At A&M,
he was a receiver in college. He was a receiver too.
And at times he needs to be one on our team because sometimes our receivers ain't receivers. We need to throw it to himself.
Right. Listen, he's a product of the Ireland era. That's what he is.
That's what he is.
So you got to remember
Dolla,
that. Okay.
Dolla, he's got the size. He's got an arm, but he don't have the. It's no it factor. He don't have it like Kaepernick. Everybody likes Kaepernick because he's got it factor. That's what's getting him across. Kaepernick's got a cannon and an it factor. So when he makes mistakes, everybody's saying he's still got potential. Nobody has any ceiling for Ryan Tannehill, and that's the thing.
Ryan Tannehill keeps people.
There's no ceiling. He's like here, man.
He's serviceable, but he's not a quarterback, man. He's not a great quarterback.
He's not going to be a great
quarterback. No,
I like him, but he's not going to be a great quarterback.
Search for Marino's replacement continues.
We ain't trying to replace Marino, man.
No, and
we're just trying to win
people down here. Right, no, but people down here, like, they're tired of Tannehill already because they see that he's a product of Ireland. They know that he's part of that era where a lot of things happened that shouldn't have happened. Mike Wallace shouldn't have happened.
Mike Wallace should not be on the team right now. Hey,
Mike Wallace caught a touchdown for me last week. Shout out to Mike.
But you know what, cousin?
You should have kept that on the DL right there, Dolla. Jack you up.
It's crazy that last year at the end of the season, the Dolphins win at home against Patriots. It's ironic. Then they go up to Buffalo and lose. And the same thing.
Then they open
with the Patriots. They open with the Patriots and win and go to Buffalo and lose. That's ironic this year.
No, that's normal. That's fact. We always get a Patriots hell. We always get a Patriots hell, and we always lose to Buffalo and Buffalo. We've been doing that since the late 80s, early 90s, man. We can't beat them.
Yeah.
Y'all made Sammy Watkins look like an all-pro this year. I gotta say that.
Forget Sammy Watkins. He made him look like a regular quarterback.
Yeah.
He made him look like a serviceable quarterback. Think about that.
I tell you what. Gino put that ball where it needed to be though on the touchdown where they called it.
I ain't mad at
That was
Gino.
very impressive.
I'm not mad at Gino. Nobody's mad at Gino. They just lost.
Fans might be mad at Gino.
Jets fans ain't mad at Gino. The Jets fans.
We mad at Marty Morningway.
Yeah, we trying to figure out what the hell he was doing and what Ryan was doing and what they didn't do. That's what we trying to figure out.
You gotta understand, for us Jets fans, just being in that game and with Green Bay meant something for us. It's like, hey, all right, we serious this year.
Well, you gotta look at Green Bay as in what Green Bay is in what They're
gonna still win it. They're gonna still win the division.
Well, look who's in it though.
That's the point. That's the point I'm making. That's why I said it. I didn't say it because they were good. I said it because everybody else ain't that good.
Would you think I'm crazy if I said the Dolphins could win this division?
I would think you need to go see that psychiatrist. The people who parents that are whipping their kids.
We have to start talking about getting whipped if you bring that one up.
Yeah, I was about to say. The one thing I can say about football that's real is cats are soft. Every damn body got hurt this weekend. Cats are soft.
About 15
Everybody
cats,
got hurt.
Yeah.
Man,
and Cats was already hurt going into the game. What? Jordan Reed, Cameron,
Alshon Jeffries,
Brandon Marshall played hurt, man. Hey, I'm gonna give Brandon Marshall some props for the weekend, man. He was the best player on the field this weekend. That dude balled out, man. That cat balled out, man, on a bum ankle.
I'm not giving him anything. He balled out. He's typical, man.
I hate to say it, but I got to give props to Jay Cutler too, man. After he took that shot, he came back.
That's who I'll give props to, Jay Cutler. Because Brandon Marshall showed that he'll do that every now and then.
For the interception.
I thought Jay Cutler. I thought he was going to crawl off the field, man. God.
That was a blow, dude. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
That was a Steve Atwater hit, man.
That was so
stupid. Dude.
That was ridiculous, man.
He hit that man. I tell you, man. I thought they did some special effects or something. That dude chest flexed in. That dude chest flexed in. I thought I was watching a scene back. Yeah. But the chest flexed in. He was. I was like, damn.
It was prototype, man. This dude just caved in and blew back like somebody hit him with a shotgun.
Like I said, man, that's the hit of the year so far, dude. I was like, goodness me. He got right back up. Threw a touchdown pass. I was like, all right,
he was like, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, people, it's the same thing that everybody hate about Jay Cutler. Sometimes I'm just laughing about it. Because right after he threw the touchdown, he goes back to the sideline, sit there looking like this.
That's like true. You're right. Yep.
Just looking like,
he always does that. He no matter what. Ever since that bike incident when he was hurt, but then he was riding the bike, he just looked like that every time. Man, I can't win. Win.
What happened in college football this weekend? I forgot that quick.
Well, the South Carolina Georgia game was pretty good.
Oh,
they were hitting that game.
How did I forget that game?
That's always a physical game.
How did I forget that game?
I mean, I'm just saying they had some big boys on that D line. South Carolina got some.
How them Georgia fans feeling down there now, Dolla?
Well, man, I mean, the ones that I talked to, they it's the same old. They lose one of these big ones every year, and they start complaining about Mark Richt, saying he's not that guy, and how Georgia needs to be back to when they had Herschel Walker, and same old thing.
Never mind, they got Herschel Walker playing for him right now, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Gurley is a man. That's a grown man.
Gurley is a beast, dude. He's gonna be all right.
Gurley is sick.
He's a grown man.
He's like Najee Davenport squared, man. He's like, dude, what, about 6'3", 230, running back.
I say Davis. I say Davis, old boy from Denver. That's what I say.
Tory Davis.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Davis, though. And lucky bigger than Davis, though.
But he's not Eddie George big. He's not Eddie George big.
But that's who they was comparing him to the whole game.
They're comparing Gurley to. I think he's like maybe an inch and a half shorter than Eddie George.
That's about it. Yeah, man.
He's a big. That's a big boy, though, man.
Yeah, man. But let's talk about more important things, Dolla. Hey, Dolla. I'm sorry, Deon. My bad. But did you watch that fight, man?
Yeah, Dolla. What's up?
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have a good year because for the first time in a while, I didn't pay my money for that fight.
There you go.
There you go. One of the best non-investments that I've ever made.
Oh my God, it was terrible, man.
Somebody else had to put that bill.
I watched it, man.
Oh, I hope you didn't pay. I hope you didn't pay.
I paid, but it was for food and drink. So it was like, it's my 10, I got some beats, I got some drink.
There you go.
It wasn't for the fight. No.
Because that was one of the worst shows from Mayweather I ever seen. So, I mean, the only good thing I could take from it is that he finally answered the Pacquiao question afterwards, but that fight's not going to happen. So, I
don't know why everybody getting their hopes up for that.
At least he threw some fuel on the fire. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he got 2 more fights left before he wrap up the career. He's probably going to fight Amir Khan, and then he's going to fight his last fight will be against some made-up person that gets hyped up.
Depending on who
Pacquiao would sneak out there and just.
I can't be into that. He'll probably fight some lightweight dude or something. I don't know.
I had a lot of cats at the party I was at saying they truly believe. They didn't believe it the last couple years, but they truly believe now that he's scared of Pacquiao.
That version. I don't think he scared him. That version of Mayweather that fought on Saturday would lose to Pacquiao.
He would lose. He would definitely lose. He would definitely lose.
But
he was not impressive at all.
He wasn't impressive. She didn't look as sharp, but he was sharp enough to beat a B fighter like Maidana.
Yeah, but, Maidana didn't do. It's like he did the same. It was like no difference in the game plan, except he was less aggressive. Early on.
He was trying to conserve energy because he fell off in the later rounds of the last fight. So he thought he could hold on to his energy. But Mayweather was popping him with some good shots to the body. That was the highlight of the fight. Just the body work that Mayweather had. But
you see that fake low blow?
Yeah, man.
The fake low blow.
The whole fight.
Like, come on.
It was just terrible.
I'm
getting to the point where I just want Pacquiao and Mayweather just out the fight game. Period. So there can be some new energy brought into boxing because I don't fault Mayweather for not fighting Pacquiao because I understand his point of view. The dude makes $30 million a fight, and he promotes these fights. And Manny Pacquiao shouldn't get no 50-50 or close to no 50-50 kind of deal when you're dealing with him. He is the attraction in boxing right now, and Manny Pacquiao is a distant second.
Isn't the potential execution of the executioner, was that on the 23rd?
Now that dude right there, I give a whole lot of props to, man.
Well, we give a lot of props to.
I didn't think he would go anywhere near this Russian. I didn't think he would go anywhere near.
I'm gonna put you like this, man. If I was Kovalev, I wouldn't fight Kovalev. That's how.
Y'all talking about Bernard Hopkins?
Yeah, Bernard Hopkins is fighting a beast in November.
Bernard Hopkins like what, 55?
He's almost.
No, seriously, Deon, he's about 50, man. He's about 50 years old, dude.
He's about 50.
Man, that's old, man.
But Prev, you know what's about to be a major move though? That's about to be made. Mayweather's about to get. He's about to get some competition because he only fights May and September, and Canelo Alvarez wants that May date. He told De La Hoya make his next fight that Cinco de Mayo weekend. So Mayweather, based upon this last performance, his sales may go down for pay-per-view, and Canelo look bad.
Who's Canelo looking at in
Cotto? If he fight Cotto, that fight's outselling.
Cotto, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's just.
Where, Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, Mayweather may have to change the date.
That's gonna be in Madison Square Garden.
Where at MSG?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a battle for Mayweather.
We should go, man. We should plan right there to go. The Double S Project crew roll up to New York.
I'm down for it.
I've heard much worse ideas than that.
Nah, man.
All right. Well, we'll see. I gotta go watch Sons of Anarchy, man. You guys have been great.
Man, you're the one that watches Sons of Anarchy. All right, Dolla, man. That's what I was. Oh, you got the belts.
All right, Dolla.
Yeah, man.
We gotta talk about some Sons of Anarchy, man.
We will.
Oh, hold up. T-shirt time. Hold up, Prev. What you got? You got anything, Prev? What you got there?
It is a honey badger.
Obey.
Oh, you got a honey badger. Well, you know how I'm rolling, baby.
I'm representing Pinecrest Panthers. Okay, Adidas all day coaching shirt.
And I'm representing all the DJs out there in the world, baby. Let's do this. And Dolla's representing the switches. He's representing the switches. And we out.
Switch stock.
All right, yo.
All right, folks. For sure. All right, fellas. Yeah.
All right.